Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in this video I'm just basically going to cover what's going to be coming up on my channel in the next few weeks and months and what projects I've got on at this moment in time. Firstly, it's Christmas! Woo! Now, happy Christmas if this does actually get uploaded on Christmas Day. If it doesn't, happy Boxing Day. If it's even later, Happy New Year! Woo! Whichever date's closest, match my seasonal greeting to. So yeah, do that. First off, because it's Christmas, I have two presents. One's under that bag, which I'll show towards the end of the video. The next one is a radio system, which is a 2.4 GHz system. I have one transmitter and I have 4 receivers. One receiver's for my Hyper 7. The next one is from my Nitro Sport. None of you have actually seen this yet. Needs a new clutch. The bearing carrier's a bit broken on the back end, but this is going to be a new project which I'm going to be putting on YouTube and doing up. Great fun little car, good for beginners, and basically that's what I'm doing it for. Basically show people how to use cars, because I do a few things like scouts and things, and I think this would be something that would be very interesting for the kids to do. And also, when I did use this car, it was a lot of fun. It's rear wheel drive, it's off-road, it's just a laugh to actually play with, and I've also changed the engine it. The next receiver is actually going into my Schumacher Fusion here, and this is all up and running. There's no actually wrong with this other than the radio system. Haven't played with this for quite a while now. This was my second Nitro car. My first one was a TS4N Thunder Tiger, which I actually sold, but wished I didn't, but might get one sooner or later, I don't know, but I did like the car and I would have one again. Main reason I didn't play with this one as much was the roads were that rough. As soon as you hit a bump at, well, top speed of this was 60-70 mile an hour, and it was just so low ground clearance, when you hit a bump it took off, and I got too scared to actually run it where I used to live. But where I live now, lots of flat areas to go, just in walking distance, or driving distance. Now I've got a car, so that'll be getting basically overhauled, quick look over, new radio system putting in, and there'll be a few videos on that as well. Another video coming up is going to be swapping out the old t-maxx steering system in my truck here. Now, this is an old generation of truck. This is one of the first, well, it is the first truck that, no, it's the second truck that came out with the 2.5 engine in it. Yeah, I've obviously put a different engine in. It's got a RM323 engine in. But when I changed it, I took off the servo saver that went on the servo itself, because it didn't fit, and just put a servo arm on it. Thing with that is I hit a rock and it's actually broke the screw that went in the servo arm, so I'm going to upgrade the steering system on that to the newer generation of t-maxx, which is interchangeable, and that's got a servo saver actually built into the mechanism, so hopefully that'll fix the issue I've got with that. I'm also going to change all the skid bars, or the skids underneath, to plastic, because I found out aluminium does not bend back. As when I was growing up, aluminium was just the best thing, but I'm going to change this, basically the bits that get hit the most, back to plastic. And the only bits I'm keeping aluminium are basically all the bits that take force, so the suspension struts, the bulkheads, and the main backbone of the car is going to stay aluminium. So that's another project that's coming up in the next few weeks, hopefully, when I find a new steering linkage system for it. Finally, is my Hyper 7 here. Just as a note, the project that I was doing on the other Hyper 7, that's been completed. I was going to do a test video, but the weather basically said no, didn't get a chance to, and it's not here no more because my girlfriend's went down to hers, and I was actually doing it all up for her 2 brothers. That's why I couldn't say what I was doing it for, because if they saw one of my videos, they would know they were getting a Hyper 7 for Christmas. Good news is they've had it up and running. It's running a dream. They've had no trouble with it, so that project is one to tick off. Hopefully I'll be going down to basically see her family. I will also take 2 of my trucks down, and we shall video how the projects ended up when I get down there to see the actual truck, or the buggy I should say, but as of today it's all going good, started first time. But anyway, back to this one. Story behind this is, as you all know, originally had a Mack 2018, put 8 gallons of fuel through it, was coming to the end of its life, thought instead of buying a piston and liner I would get a new engine. Got this race engine second hand, had a gallon of fuel with it, used to be in a race buggy. Great engine, very quick, and I mean it was quicker than 28 and it drunk less fuel. Only problem was, had to have a starter box because it didn't have a pull start or any other methods of starting it other than a pull starter box. Another problem with this engine is Nostrum do not build these engines no more. I think it's an LRP copy, or rebrand I should say, but I don't want to go out and buy an LRP piston and liner and find it doesn't fit. But I'm going to keep this as a spare for the time being. And in its place, if we have a drum roll please, ta-da, this is what I've got for Christmas. And whoa, is it a hell of a present. I'm very happy with this. Basically what I did was, when I was planning on changing this engine, I went on to a popular RC car site, found the biggest capacity engine which would fit in the Hyper 7, which was this, the Force R36. Now, for comparison, that's 36cc. This is 21cc. So basically, this has a 15cc increase over the 21. That's basically putting another one of those Max 16 engines in. So basically, this engine has that plus one of them in it. Bigger is better. Now, of course, this engine is a budget engine. It was cheap compared to some engines, but it doesn't really matter. It just came in a little bubble wrapped package there. It's all I want for now. I'm not a racer. I just want to go around, have a bash, and basically have fun with my car. And I think this engine is going to work a treat. And if you look at the piston's massive. It's that big. The actual they've had to go around the outside here and put actual ports going around the actual engine block to accept the exhaust. I think this is going to be a right fun engine to put in this, so I'm going to be doing a series putting this engine into my Hyper 7, showing you replacing an engine in any car is basically the same process, taking the old one out, taking the clutch bell off, taking some of the ancillaries off the engine, sticking them onto this one, putting it in, and with this one we're also going to have to swap the carburetor around, but that's literally as simple as undoing a screw. But I shall get that into that when I do my video series, which hopefully will be in the next few days. Other than that, it's basically it. I might be doing a few motorbike videos in the coming weeks if I can, but to be honest, the weather outside, even though it looks bright today, we've got another storm coming Friday, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. Do miss messing with my bikes, but the weather does not let me half the time go out and ride them and stuff, so we shall see in the next few months what's happening there. But for concerning videos going up in the next few weeks and months, they're going to be mainly Nitro car videos, so if you're into this sort of thing, or even just engines in general, I can promise you that it won't be a disappointment, because I will be doing quite a lot of videos, and with the bit of time I've got off work, I shall be trying to fill it with editing and uploading videos for your pleasure. So anyway, as always, keep safe, keep watching my channel for new videos, because there'll be a few coming up, and I shall see you soon, and have a Merry Christmas. If Christmas is already gone, have a Happy New Year, so see you soon, keep safe.